What's good, YouTube? It's John. I'm back here again with another video for you guys, and today's video is going to be about how I got into fitness and why I became a personal trainer. Okay, so I first off want to start this video by saying, before I even get into the how and the why, by saying I'm not comparing myself and my life and my past experience and my childhood to anybody around the world, especially not the people that serve our country, the men and women in uniform, or the people across in third world countries that are hungry and starving or in war. But more so, I'm just going to go over the points as to what was my driving factors and my driving motivation as to how I got into fitness and why I became a personal trainer. So with that said, basically, I can start off this video by saying I was never an athletic kid growing up. I was the definition of skinny fat. So if you guys don't know the definition of skinny fat, that is basically someone who has like no muscle tone and is just really soft in the midsection. That's basically what I was. Granted, I was a kid, and you're gonna have higher percentage of body fat when you're a kid, because of baby fat, I guess. But regardless, that's the type of body type I had. And basically, growing up, I was always unathletic. I was always picked last on all the sports. I was uncoordinated, out of shape, and I was never good at anything physical, really. Um, when when I turned 12, and the reason why I use this as a specific example is because when I turned 12, that was a big changing point in my life, and that was the time when my parents split. They got a divorce. My dad pieced out, and I went into high school and my last year of middle school without a male figure in my life, and that to me was a big hit. And I'm as well with my other members of my family as well. But basically, not having that male figure in your life, and you're 12 years old, you know you're going through some changes in life. That's the time when most males go through, or maybe even younger or later, whatever. Everyone's different. But basically, I had no male figure to look up to. My brother, who's 3 years older than me, he had not much to look up to as well as in terms of a male figure, parent in his life. And so when he turned 16, I was 13 at the time, he got really big into fitness. He bought the Arnold Encyclopedia of modern bodybuilding, and he read that from cover to cover. So he got really big into that. He asked for a weight set for his birthday. He got that. He just started reading muscle magazines. He got really big into it. He wanted to be a bodybuilder, so that's what he got into. I was 13 at the time. For me, I wasn't interested in it yet. I went through all of high school from 14 to 18, and I, just played video games. I didn't reach out to do any sports. I did try to go on the wrestling team, because I did have this dream of becoming a WWE superstar at one point, but I realized, I didn't really want to do it anymore. So I tried that out for a little bit, but I soon kind of just gave it up, and I went right back to video games. Video games have always been part of me that I've always enjoyed doing. And during high school, I also started getting into WWE. That was kind of my fun, my escape, just like video games were. Um, it wasn't until I turned 18, I went to community college, that I decided to take two weight training courses. I actually wanted to start a change. I took the first step, so to speak. And that first step came with one class that I had on Monday, Wednesdays, and the other class I had on Tuesday, Thursdays. One was more of an open gym. The dude didn't really do much. He just like, hey, go work out. And the other girl was a chick. She actually gave us workouts. They were more circuit training, strength training. She was actually really good, when I look back at it, really good at giving us good workouts. But in terms of, catering to 30 different not children, 30 different students, you got to kind of imagine that no one's going to really get one-on-one individual attention. So I learned a little bit from it, but I didn't learn, everything I needed to learn within that class. It wasn't until I was 19 that I really got into bodybuilding. And I basically approached my brother at the time when I was 19. He was about 22 now. and he's, you know, if you do the math, 6 years into it, which is quite a long time. He's already this big guy. He's 260 pounds. He's really big. He wants to be Mr. Olympia. And I approached him and I said, "Hey, bro, I want to start doing some weightlifting. I want to get into it." And I remember what he said. He looked at me. He's like, "It's about time, you bastard." And I just knew right then and there that he was ready to take me under his wing and with open arms and teach me everything that he knew. And I do also want to say on a side note, I really honestly and truly appreciate my brother for what he's done for me, which obviously you'll kind of figure out as I get to the end of this video as to how much this is fitness is important to me. But I do appreciate my brother, and you know, I got into it. I wanted to be a bodybuilder just like him. I wanted to compete. I wanted to get big. I really wanted to get big and strong. And I did everything in my power to eat right and to start disciplining myself to hit the gym 5 to 6 times a week. And so fast forward a couple years, and I'm about 24 now, 23, and I got into a security guard job. I was doing a security guard job, living with my mom at the time, and I was going to school for a kinesiology major. I was still going to school, kind of figuring some things out, because in between I was, you know, in and out of wanting to be a firefighter and, you know, taking some time off working. So at 24, I'm still in community college. I decided to take a kinesiology course and try and knock out some of my GED. And security guard job was really hard for me, really hard. It was hard. It was tough. It was boring. It wasn't something I liked doing. I dreaded going to work every day. I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. And I had this newfound passion for fitness by taking the kinesiology courses. And I also had a goal to go into the competition that I took I took part of when I was 24, which was 2 years from now. 2 years ago, rather. So I had this newfound inspiration for fitness and really wanting to do something with fitness, and I just wanted to become a little bit faster. I wanted to approach faster, and so there was this guy that would come into the store, and he would shop there frequently. And one time, you know, we would always make eye contact. He looked kind of familiar, and one time he just approached me. He said, "Hey, you look familiar," and I said, "Yeah, you kind of look familiar," and I said, "You're Daniel. You're my brother. You used to work with my brother as a trainer." And he's like, "Yeah, I know him. Yeah, James." So, anyways, he asked me if I wanted to be a trainer. He was the fitness manager at the time for Bally's that was nearby, and at first I told him no. I didn't want to do it, and the reason why I didn't want to do it because I heard that it was a lot of sales. My brother was like, "No, bro, it's hard. They're always going to be pushing sales." And I knew from experience, because I did have a sales job prior to these years, that I was just not good at sales. So I told him no at first. He comes in a couple more times throughout the months, and you know what? At that point, I had gotten to a point where I was just fed up with, you know, being a security guard, and I also didn't really know what I wanted to do in terms of kinesiology. I really just liked strength training. I really just liked working out. I liked being in a gym setting, and getting a kinesiology degree just didn't seem. It kind of seemed pointless at the time. I just knew I could get a certification and get a job as a personal trainer. Not pointless. That's not what I mean, but it just didn't seem like it needed to be done. And so basically, I took my certification, and he came in one time and he said, "Hey, bro, like, you can make a lot of money. You can do this, and I know your brother. He's a good guy, and you guys are really into fitness." So I told him yes. I took my certification. I told him I was taking my certification with NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine, and I ended up passing within a month after 5 years of doing trial and error and researching articles and studying fitness and learning. I took the course and I got it done within a month, which normally takes people six months. But anyways, I got into it and I got hired on as Bally's personal trainer of the month for the first 3 months I was there, which I was pretty stoked about, just based off of my sales and my drive of sessions serviced. And at that time, I worked for Bally's for 3 months, and then we got word that 24 Hours Fitness was taken over. And I was PT3, which was the top trainer for Bally's at the time, and transitioning over to 24, I was offered a job as PT3 as well. And above that, there's PT Elite and PT Master trainer, which I currently am now, a Master trainer. Well, technically Elite, but I just haven't opted in to do the Master trainer course just yet. But I am Master trainer. I've serviced the sessions. I have the certifications for it. So that's basically how I got into becoming a personal trainer. But more so as to why. Over the years, as I started, telling you guys about my how I was always unathletic and this and that. The past 7 years of my life, because I've been lifting now for 7 years, has changed dramatically the type of person I am, confidence-wise, self-esteem-wise, and it's just been such a big change in my life, and such a positive change in my life, that I would hate to not want to share that with people. And I guess, a more simpler answer to why I became a personal trainer is more so, I honestly, I'm a very methodical person, very logical. I honestly do like taking on clients as, sorry, my cat. I do like taking on my clients as a puzzle piece. And I really like to connect and bridge them from where they're currently at to their fitness goals. And really just gluing the piece together for people. So first and foremost, I look at everybody as kind of like a new little project for me, to be able to get them from one point to the next point. And for me, that's super exciting. When I do my assessment with people, whether or not they want to get to this certain body fat percentage or this certain weight or gain muscle, or if during the assessment I see that they're slouching in this particular movement, because I am corrective exercise specialist as well. So I work with people with injuries, and I work with people that have muscle imbalances. It's just really cool to be able to piece in those puzzles and really get people to their ultimate goal and fix people, so to speak. But the more deeper answer to the question as to why I became a personal trainer is really me connecting people with success. Really, it's me giving people that feeling of accomplishment that I got, and being able to really see how their lives can change, confidence-wise, self-esteem-wise, strength-wise, and just overall lifestyle. And I want people to open their eyes to see how much fitness can really change your life. So that's basically why I became a personal trainer. I truly do 100% love every minute of it. I love taking on new clients, working with new clients as a new little project to help them get to their fitness goals. And that's basically how I got into fitness, why I became a personal trainer, and why I keep moving forward, and why I keep doing what I do. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit like. Drop a few comments below if you guys have questions, or if you guys want to show some love. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'm going to be coming out with more videos. More so, I know the past video was more as to what the channel was going to be about, and today was about fitness. There's going to be more videos in terms of video games, WWE, and other hobbies that I like to do. So it's not going to be 100% fitness. Today was a fitness video. So later on the week, I might upload more of a video game type of video. So who knows? It's an open book at this time, a new YouTube channel. So hit subscribe if you want to see more videos of me or gameplay or things that I'm into, or if you just want to show some support, hit that like button, comment below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.